Hey, what's up? Pretty much I got a few games that I'm gonna be going through today. That's a kind of a preview. Pretty much got mostly mostly PS4 and one Switch game. A few of these games I got from overseas. Pretty much, if you don't know, you check them out. Maybe they'll hook me up with some stuff in the future. And that is Play Asia. Play Asia comes pretty quick, you know. I like the games they provide. They're games you can't get over here physically, and they may be even better versions, which you'll see in the video. They also give you some stickers as well. This was what they gave me recently in the box because of some stickers and whatnot. Um, I never really use them. I just they sent them though, and comes pretty packaged, pretty good, quick as well. So um, that's enough of that. All right, it's gonna be like the first three games I think I got from PlayAsia. The one Switch and I think two PS4 games. So pretty much, um, first game is a Switch game. This is pretty much a run and gun. This is a game that originally came out. Well, let me show it. And people wondering like, what is this game? All right, this game is Pocky and Rocky Reshine. Pretty much, this is a game that originally came out on the Super Nintendo. This is a updated, redone over it. That's why it's called Reshine. Um, it's updated uh, game as far as visually. Looks way better. Great game. Fun game. The original game. Well, this is like I guess you would say a part two of the original game. The original game was Kiki Kai Kai. It originally came out on the arcade and the PC Engine. You can check that out as well. That's the first game. This is the second game that came out on the Super Nintendo SNES, Pocket and Rocky, and this is the updated Reshine edition. This comes out on the. This is actually can get this on the PS4 and the Switch, which I have here. Pretty much, this is a game. Like I said, it's a run and gun. That's based on Japanese, uh, mythology. Um, Pretty much, this game is a game that you play with these characters. Well, you originally play with these characters, and you unlock these other characters as well. Um, Pretty much, they have their own little fighting style. She fights throwing cards, and he fights by throwing like pretty much leaves. Let me see if we can see a little bit on here. So pretty much this game that's like a run and gun type, where you throwing these items at these enemies, and you also can bounce back certain move sets from these bosses and enemies as well. And it's a fun game from what I've seen. Great game. The reason this is coming over here as well, I think Limited Run may have a version as well. I don't know if other companies over here will have it as well. The reason I got this edition is because it's not censored. It's nothing crazy. Over here, this character right here, which is a goddess, Japanese goddess, she's more, I guess, show off. Pretty much, she shows her body off. Not naked or nothing like that. It's just, she's more, I guess, appealing to individuals as far as she'll show a little cleavage or something like that, but nothing crazy. And that was something that they censored on the American version. If you get the American version, they kind of cover her cleavage up. So in this edition, it's just regular version, nothing. It show a little off her body, a little off, nothing crazy. But it's a fun game. Besides that, it's a fun game. Um, Great game. Super Nintendo. If you try to get that version, you're gonna pay. Just put it like that. It's gonna be around like $200, $300 if you try to get that version. But this one is same game, just updated. They changed a little bit of moveset, somewhat, because of how it's a run and gun type thing, and how the old system you made it's a little bit harder, as far as angling certain weapons at certain uh, shooting certain characters that may be in like in your left corner and trying to aim at that. They have like a weapon that you can throw out, and you hit that, like it shoots out like an orb, and that orb almost like goes after the nearest enemy. So they kind of added that to this edition. On the Super Nintendo, they didn't have that. So fun game. It's kind of, you know, in this edition, they have, the that's what, like, somewhat the cutscenes where they show her off. That's where they kind of, I guess you would say, nerfed it. But in this one, pretty much in this game, you have to unlock the easy mode, which is crazy. You play in the normal mode, so you have to unlock the easy mode, and also unlock characters by the coinage that you get from playing through the game to unlock these characters in the background. These mythological characters that's in Japanese folklore and whatnot, and pretty much fun game. Pick this up. It's one of those games. Short and sweet, if you can get through it, so pick this game up, Pocket and Rocky Reshine, for the Switch or the PS4. All right. Next game. This is going to be a PS4 game, also from PlayAsia. Pretty much this game is a shump. If you don't know what shump is, that's just shoot 'em up. It is Death Smile 1 and 2. Okay, Death Smile 1 and 2. This original game came out. This came out on the Xbox, the original Xbox. Both of them, if I'm not mistaken. Physically, the first one came out on Xbox. I think it was digital, the second one. But most people know it from the first one as well. Pretty much just shoot 'em up. A little controversial back in the day of this game. You're playing as witches, and it's shoot 'em up witches that's killing monsters and demons in this world. So pretty much with this game, you get 1 and 2, and you get all the versions of this game. So that's why I picked it up as well. You get the arcade, you get the arrange, and the Mega Black Label edition. So in this game, it's forgiving if you just play it regular. It's a very forgiving game. You know how most shoot 'em ups, you get touched or anything, you die. In this game, you have your heart. That's the only area that is really affected. So your leg, your arm, you could get touched, but you can increase the difficulty to even more. You could take it up to level, I think it's 999, which makes it like you might die instantly, pretty much. But with this game, you get all the versions, multiple versions of the 1 and 2 of Death Smile. And this is just like a look of it. You're playing as witches. If you know shoot 'em up type games, you'll kind of know. I wish I could kind of zoom on the case and show off a little bit. Let's see. See, they kind of focus a little blurry. They originally came out on the Xbox. You can check them out on there if you want to see how it is. But this one is the edition you want to get with the, all the different versions, and it comes with 1 and 2. So pick this up, physical as well. You may pay a little pretty penny. I think the first one originally came out on Xbox. Came out with a few extras. I think it came out with the game, a few items. I think you got even a Xbox faceplate with the first one. So if you're looking at that, you can check that out as well. Death Smile 1 and 2, great shoot 'em up that came out for the Xbox. And now you can pick this up on the PS4. All right, next game. This game here is, some people probably don't like the term of the next game. It's a Metroidvania. This game, great game. You can also, well, let me show it. Wonder Labyrinth. It's the Wonder Labyrinth record of the Lotus War. So pretty much this game, I wanted a physical. You can play this on Xbox. I think they may have it on Game Pass. So check it out if you haven't already. If you like the Castle, it's more Castlevania. As far as the look and the feel, Metroid, as far as you know, getting the weapons and upgrading. Yeah, with this game, it's like I said, Metroidvania. Uh, so it's a game originally, pretty much. The story is like came from a fantasy novel, so it came from that, developed into a manga, and pretty much came to a game. In this game, you use certain weapons, you use sword, bow, and magic. So in this game, it deals with like pretty much like you're using your bow, you're using your weapons, and also you're using this polarity mode. Polarity mode is where you can switch from how your weapons affect enemies or how you can go through certain items. Your polarity mode is fire and wind, so you got to switch between that to fight enemies as well. You may have plants that you have to switch to fire, so you have to switch to that. You may have a fire dragon that you have to switch to, you know, I think, or wind as well. Certain enemies you have to do that with. So pretty much, like how it says in this game, use a variety of weapons, spirit powers to unravel mystery and labyrinth in this 2D Metrovania style game. Since they said it themselves, developed under the supervision of original creator Rio Mizun and featuring Didi Heroine the Origin series. Didi awakens suddenly in a mysterious unknown place. Where am I? Where am I? Why am I here? With nobody around to respond, her questions are met with only silence, seeking answers. Deed eventually sets off her journey alone. So pretty much, you see a few little how she looks, the enemies she's gonna come across, and so pretty much in this game, you got that. Like I said before, you got the polarity mode. Uh, you got the great pixel, looking graphics, um, and it's short and sweet as well. Pretty much, it has you wanting for more. So that's what I've been hearing a lot of reviews. Um, it has you want more of this game. So you could tell the publisher may have not had enough to. It made it a great game, but to make it even longer. So they're pretty much this publisher probably will get more funding. Somebody probably pick them up even more to because of this game. Great game if you're into that Castlevania look, Castlevania feel. You feel like almost like when upgrading weapons and getting through the game, you really feel it. So it brings you into that game. Great game to pick up if you haven't got it already. Um, you know, it's a great feel and it's great good feel. You beat it, quick game if you're older gamer. You don't have enough time. Great game to try. So you can pick this up. All right. Next game. This next game is a kind of a throwback. It's a new game, but it's a throwback because it's a collection of games. So let's go ahead and show it. Sega Mega Drive Classics, over 50 classic games, double-sided poster inside. So pretty much, if you like Sega, you'll like this. So it has over 50 games. Let's see if I can run through the games real quick. I'm gonna try to run through them. Alex Kidd, Enchanted Castle, Alien Soldier, Alien Storm, Altered Beast, Beyond Oasis, Biohazard Battle, Bonanza Brothers. What that? Columns. I'm trying to read it through the phone. Columns 3, Revenge of Columns, Cosmic Zone, Crackdown, Decap Attack, Robotic, Mean Bean, Machine, Dynamic Heady, E-SWAT, Under Siege, Fatal Labyrinth, Flicky, Gain Ground, Galaxy Force, Golden Axe, 1, 2, and 3, Gunstar Heroes, Kid Chameleon, Landstalker, Light Crusader, Phoenix Star 2, Phoenix Star 3, Phoenix Star 4, that Rise Star, Shadow Dancer, The Secret of Shinobi, Shining Force 2, Shine in the Darkness, Shinobi 3, Return of the Ninja Master, Streets of Rage, I think it's 1. Hold on, I'm skipping. Alright, let me go back. Sonic 3D Blast, Sonic Spinball, Sonic Hedgehog, Sonic 2, Space Harrier 2, Streets of Rage 1, 2, and 3. Super Thunderblade, Sword Vermilion, Revenge of Shinobi, Toe Jam and Earl Panic, and Future Funkotron, Toe Jam and Earl, Vector Man 2, Virtua Fighter 2, Wonder Boy in the Monster World, Wonder Boy 3, Monster Slayer. Okay, you get all those games. Pretty much, you have all those games. You have some online and local play with some of these games. So pretty much in this game, you have all these games, and you have the new features of rewind, save state, graphic filters, and more. Also, you get trophies and mirror mode as well. Um, Pretty much in this game, you have all these older games that I grew up with. Um, so all these older games, um, you know, if you're into these older games, it's great to have this collection. A lot of these older games are hard to find, some are more expensive, um, and they're fun as well. So you have different options as well to play. You could play either full screen, border mode, or in front of the TV. It shows you, and when you play this game, it has like the look of like you're playing in your bedroom. Like you come in the bedroom, and it shows like the old setup, like that old '90s setup. Like you have posters, you have the games on your game shelf. So when you play a game, you pull that game from the shelf and you insert it into the Sega Mega Drive, into the Sega. So they show you that, and they have different ways you can look at it. Like I said before, you have the actual full screen, you have the border, that old Mega Drive border where you zooming in the game, and you have it in front of the TV, so it's showing like you looking at the TV and playing the game. So they have all that, and also the rewind button. So most of those older games, you can rewind back. You may make a wrong choice in certain games, or you can have save state game. You'll save it at a certain point, and you can come back to that point. And it's a great pickup if you're into those Sega games. If you are a different gamer as well, you want to try these older games out. Especially I love Streets of Rage. That's one of my favorite games I used to play back in the day. Glad to have that, so I can play it on an updated system. Also, you have these older games as well, the Sonics and Shinobi, and Alex the Kid as well. They just came out with. So these are the older versions. They have the new. I think they have the new release that came out, where you can play the old and the new updated versions, a little bit updated. So pick that up as well. Great, great thing. Collection. You get 50 games, and it was somewhat cheap. So pick that up as well. Like I said before, Sega Mega Drive Classics. Pick that up for over 50 games. Um, Last game. I was about to stop. I forgot I got another game. This last game is for the PS4 as well. Just show it. Terminator Resistance. This game I think is slept on. Pretty much is a if I can give you um a feel of it. Let's see. What can I compare this game to? It's almost like Fallout and almost like a Fallout feel in the Terminator world. So pretty much it's a fan service game. So pretty much you know how you see people how they show Terminator come on. They show these people fighting back, fighting these robots, fighting these creatures with these plasma type weapons and everything. So it takes place in that time. It's not really like when they come to the past and trying to kill John Connor. Is John Connor is in his prime. He's fighting the resistance. You're in the battlefields. You're in these war torn cities while these enemies are trying to kill you. Been filming too long. My phone is trying to say hot. So let me go through this pretty quick. It's a lot of fans love this game. Reviewers didn't. Pretty much, you become this lost, resistant leader, saving people and going about helping people and traveling with them as well. So you pretty much you go team up with individuals. You go in these abandoned building homes, and you collect resources and upgrade weapons and find med kits and all type of items. So you go through, and that's where the trading and crafting comes in. Pretty much. You go to Skynet outposts eventually and take down enemies, the T-800s. But in the beginning, you can't even affect them. They'll kill you, dang near instantly. Eventually, once you upgrade your weapons, you start getting these plasma guns instead of Uzis or shotguns, something that really can't affect them. You get these plasma guns, and you really can do some damage. So pretty much a little bit of stealth combat. You can go guns blazing, but some sections you have to go stealth. So pretty much, in this game, you're doing that. You're working with individuals. It does have. You also can make any. You get love interest in this game as well. I think like up to two people, if and it's based on reactions and how you affect them, how you help them out and whatnot. You can pursue that in this game as well. I think this is a slept-on game. Also, it it comes to the point you may even come across eventually to John Connor. So you're not playing as John Connor. You're playing just a regular guy, and you're trying to do the resistance against the Terminators. So pick that game up. All right, Terminator Resistance. Pick that up. Sega Mega Drive Classics. Pocky and Rocky. I'm going out of order. Pocky and Rocky Reshine for the Switch. Death Smiles. Get that. Shoot 'em up. And Wonder Lab. Great game. Great Metroidvania style game. All right, that's gonna be it for this video. Oh, yeah, that's for the PS5. I'm saying PS4. That's PS5. I got 3 PS4 games and the Switch. So pick those games up. Also, you can get that on the Switch as well if you don't want to get a PS5 version. I think they also have a PS4 version too. So pick that up, and that's gonna be it for this video.